every Indiana Fever fan's favorite player, NaLyssa Smith, is making some highlights over in China. It's kind of interesting to see these things coming from over in China. And I hadn't followed that as closely as I, of course, am this year. So it's a cool experience in a sense, right? Like to be able to follow, this account like Chinese women's hoop show over there. And NaLyssa was joking around a bit as part of it. She said she had to teach people what a travel is. If you could see on this video right here, she's signaling for a travel. Come on, let's make the call, refs. It's a travel. NaLyssa doing a good job there with her officiating prowess. And she had some highlights over there as well. Like it wasn't, just the joke. She had a legit highlight that I'm sure is going to get people's attention because it was a nice play. I do question NaLyssa's basketball IQ at times, but on this, she made a nice dime underneath. Something I'd like to see more from the NaLyssa in the WNBA is quick decisions, court vision, because oftentimes I feel like she can put herself in precarious positions with the basketball, not really being aware of what's going on out there. And then there was a more feisty exchange from NaLyssa Smith over there as she got into it with a player. Wasn't her fault. She got into it with a player here. You could see they're down by the basket on the left there. And this shot goes up and she gets shoved by number 14. Not happy about it. Throws the ball in the ref's direction. Gets the ball thrown back at her and then shoves a bit. I don't blame NaLyssa for that. She did get shoved off the ball for apparently no reason. She could have maybe kept her cool in the response, but nonetheless, you understand why that took place, and can't really hand wring about it over it. NaLyssa's a talented player. She has a certain skill set. Like I've said, I think it's best for both parties, her and the Fever, to move on. Because I do question her motor at times. I question her decision-making at times. She's not really a knockdown shooter to play off of Clark and Boston, but she certainly has some untapped potential. And when she's aggressive and going after the board, she can make an impact in that regard. Overall, I felt like the Fever were better when they had somebody else in the lineup in lieu of her, whether that be Temi Fagbenle or Dantas. And I don't think they are the answer at that position either. But because of NaLyssa's place on the team, her relationship with Dejanay Carrington, her interaction with Fever fans online, she's become a bit of a lightning rod. So I figured people might be interested in seeing her exploits over there in China, including that feisty shoving exchange.